Sometimes a great idea tempts us into starting a business.
I was shopping at the Goodwill one day, which I like to do because my salary had been very low, and they had a half-price sale in the kitchen appliances department. I saw this little ice cream maker.
And sometimes it's just life.
I was going through a divorce and I purchased the business, and I always emphasize the word purchase the business from my ex-husband. At the time I was a homemaker, raising 3 children and going back to school to get my degree. And I took over the business December 1988 and did not have a clue what I was doing.
Running your own business is the great American dream, and it's all about freedom to do what you want to do.
The Small Business Development Center is here to keep that dream from becoming a nightmare.
What we don't want to have happen to someone is they wake up 3 years down the road and they're $150,000 to $200,000 in debt and they still haven't made a dime in their business.
Aaron Broderick understands structural engineering. That's his profession. Thanks to SBDC, he and his business partner are starting to better understand the business end of what they do.
You sit there all day long cranking out projects, and you don't really realize that there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff too that you need to work on. The gears of your small business, if you will, and SBDC is kind of the oil that lubes them up and helps you to run really smoothly and pinpoints all those things that you may not be paying attention to on a day-to-day basis.
What we try to do here initially is give people kind of a broad brush of the business basics.
The number one reason small businesses fail is owners run out of money before they learn how to make a profit. The Small Business Development Center, through its many classes and programs, helps you figure out if your business idea is viable, and if it is, helps you start a business, run the business, and make it grow.
We also have a employer training services department, and these are for the larger firms in the area that have a number of employees that need to be trained in a number of different areas.
Glory Bee Foods gets high marks for its customer service, but after training with the Small Business Development Center, discovered customer service is broader than management thought.
It really was an eye-opening experience in that there's a lot more to it than saying hi to a customer or meeting a customer's need or taking an order. It's more about our relationship. Not just between me and the customer, but me and the guy in the warehouse or in accounting or in maintenance. And that's a vital piece of what we do that we hadn't really focused on.
When someone walks in and they have a good idea and we see that that could form a viable business, we then determine the classes and or programs that will help them the most. And in those classes and programs, we try to help them identify their vision and mission for that business.
Well, the Small Business Development Center was vital for what I was learning to do. They pretty much held my hand that first year. They, they came out to the shop, sat down and visited with me in my environment, walked through the environment with me, really taught me the basics of business.
How much startup capital they're going to need, how to track their financials month to month, how to sell their product, how to market their product, how to treat their employees and stay out of legal problems when dealing with employee issues.
So the class that we took at the Small Business Development Center really gave us confidence. I would say that's the most important thing. Like, we came into it no business experience, no entrepreneurial experience. We had what we thought was a good idea, but we didn't really have the confidence or the understanding of what it takes to translate that idea into something that would work out in the world.
I'd say if you know what you want to do and you want to do it, you owe it to yourself to go check out the SBDC, because they have experts down there who will save you a lot of time and hassle in the long run by letting you know some of the vital things to pay attention to up front rather than having to learn the hard way.
The small business development taught me that I did have what it took to be a business owner. It taught me that I can be whatever I want to be, and I can be successful at it, and I can have fun at it. And it just showed me that I really do have a love of marketing and working with my technicians, working with the customers, and being part of our community, part of our bigger community. All those things I think I learned first from the Small Business Development Center.